Welcome to Lawrence, Kansas. And pay heed, all who enter, and beware, these Jayhawks can play a little football, too. We believe we've got a great one in store today, and we've got a team that makes it into the top 25. Now when you go on the road, that's when you prove you belong. As we'll see the number 19 team in the country, the Iowa State Cyclones, taking on another team from the Big 12, the Kansas Jayhawks. Glad to have you with us for EA Sports College Football. I'm Reese Davis, David Pollack and Jesse Palmer with me in the booth. Guys, we are ready to tee it up. Cyclones will put total leather to crank us up. Not going to get a return here. They'll bring it out to the 25 as the kickoff sails through the back of the end zone. First down here for the offense. To the air, it's Daniels. He'll try to do it himself. He turns this into a nice gain and gets down to avoid the hit.
He does a good job of dropping back, going through his progressions. Nothing there. What do? Go get some yardage. Make it positive. Don't sit back in the pocket and force something into a bad situation or take a sack. Great job making something out of nothing.
Looking to go up top on first down. The short hands, it's Arnold. And good coverage by the defense, just a short gain.
And quarterback dropping back, understanding. I'm getting zone coverage. All I got to do is be a little bit patient, manipulate that defense a little bit. My wide receiver runs that drag, and I get the first down.
The inside handoff. One step wrap, two step squeeze. This junior knows how to get him on the ground.
And those physical runs take a toll. It might not be a big game now, but down the road, third, fourth quarter, late in the ball games, they tend to turn into bigger runs.
From the gun, wants to pass. He took a hit as he threw it and couldn't deliver the football. It's incomplete and fourth down's coming. Quarterback will audible. On fourth down, they'll throw for it. Slides away. Steps away. They stop him short of the marker, and they'll turn it over on downs.
And this offense chooses to be aggressive. Listen, once you start getting to midfield, you see most offenses be aggressive, and they took their chance, and they failed. Now, early in the game, a chance to create momentum to swing back to the other side of the football field.
First down for this offense. They'll leave it with the lone back. They finally get him on the ground, but the big running play moves the change for the first down.
You ain't getting by all these guys right up the middle unless your offensive line and your tight ends and everybody is putting in the work up front, committing to blocking. The running back does a great job finding the hole, exploding through. How about that nice, big, huge gain? If I'm the OC, let's call that one again.
From the 30-yard line on first down. From the gun, they'll give it on the inside. Just discarding tacklers, punching and grinding his way to the 23. Sometimes people say, if you're good enough, what's the big deal about going on the road? Well, if you're not careful, you might find out in a spot like this one, guys.
Yeah, no doubt about it. This is a hostile environment, and you know you're going to be getting the opponent's A game for this one. They've circled this one all off-season, so they better be ready to bring it today, David.
And the hardest thing to do in college football is to go on the road. Everything about it changes, and you want to shut this crowd up early. You don't want to give them belief, because if it starts to build throughout the game, look out.
And the Cyclones have it with a 1st and 10. From the red zone, looking for a space. Pulls it in, it's Green. They'll get it down to the 8-yard line on that throw and catch, and the defense is backed up against the wall.
Well, this offense knew coming into this game they wanted to try to attack the middle of the field in the passing game, and they're able to execute the end route there.
It'll be 2nd down, and remember, they can pick up a first without scoring. They'll see if they can find some running room on the right here. He's dropped behind the line of scrimmage. That'll be a loss of 3.
Man, how fast did they get in there and make that tackle for a loss? If you blinked, you missed it. Nice job by the defense, getting penetration. Everybody up near the line of scrimmage, shooting the gaps quick, getting in the backfield, getting the guy in the ground.
Boy, they'd love to pick up this conversion and go to work with a 1st and goal. Scanning the field, it's Beck. Here he goes breaking the pocket. And he waltzes in for the score. Touchdown, Iowa State.
Man, and these hurt because defensively you got him right where you want him. You got him backed up. Got to make him make a play, but you want to make him throw. He doesn't throw because he can do that. Look at him scramble around, make something out of nothing, and run it in for the score.
And the extra point makes it 7-0. About to kick it away after scoring the touchdown. He'll bring it out. It's Arnold. Stopped at the 17, and he's probably second-guessing that return. Kansas gets the ball back, and the Jayhawk offense is ready to go to work. What a turn that last drive was. Didn't pick up the 4th down, and it led to the scoring drive, David.
And those are frustrating because you think you might get points, and then your defense gives up points. This has got to be a complementary football-type deal. The offense now needs to provide a little spark and give this defense some hope.
No doubt, David. They got to turn the page, and they've got to play with a little bit more urgency here, knowing they've got to get that one back and put a good drive together.
Quarterback checking the play. On 2nd down, just keeps firing. Excellent coverage and good use of the hands to knock it away.
You know, it's so important for corners to be able to transition, right? You got to have real loose hips. You got to be able to change direction on a dime. And in zone coverage, when you see the ball thrown, you can break on it and force incompletions like that.
On 3rd down, he'll try to pick it up through the air. And the defense makes a play, sacking him back at the 10. It has been said that the other team's quarterback must go down, and he must go down hard, and he did.
And often is good, too. The most you can get to him, but great job by the defense, rushing the quarterback, understanding pass, and getting the big fella on the ground.
On 4th down, looking to pass. Makes the grab, and it's plenty for the 1st down. And he's wrestled out of bounds after a nice pickup.
That is a huge play early in this game. We came into this thing wondering just how aggressive this offense wanted to be, and there you go. 1st half, 4th and long. We're not bringing the punter out on the field. We've got a guy that we think can read the defense and deliver a strike, and we've got playmakers stretching the field vertically. They show you how dangerous they can be on that last 4th down there.
Looking to throw, it's Daniels. Now improvising. Trying to escape and get it himself. Found enough room to get it into enemy territory. They're down at the 43-yard line.
Man, how tough is this guy now? He drops back, everything tells you pass, and then he scrambles and gets the 1st down. Just so hard to defend.
And the Jayhawks are rolling down the field. Running behind that left side. He's knocked down in the backfield. He'll lose a couple.
And that play shows you really what this defense is about. It's a difficult one to attack. They're really good. One of the best in the country. They come at you from all angles. So I'm interested to watch. How do you mix up the play calling? How do you keep the defense off balance? Because they are a good one.
On second down, wants to throw it. And he's feeling the heat, and he will go down. Final play of the first quarter, and not the way he wanted to end it.
Iowa State 7, Kansas 0.
They've changed ends of the field, now facing third down as they go back to work.
Get set, get set.
Moving the running back, forcing the defense to adjust. Wants to pass it. That pass not close as he got drilled trying to deliver it, and it'll bring up fourth down.
Oh, you know what time it is when the defense gets that stop on third down. Fist up in the air. Nice job getting to the quarterback, putting some pressure on him, hitting him, forcing the incompletion. Fourth down, baby.
On fourth down, going to the air. He lets one fly deep. Fires the pass, intercepted. He was looking for room to return that, but he'll just hand it to the offense. They'll take over at the 18.
Man, that is how you get it done as a defense when you're playing cover one. Like, you got the middle of the field safety, but everybody else is manning up. Nice job running with this guy, seeing the football, breaking on it, making the interception, making the big play for this defense.
May not be the most memorable play of the day, but it's important as he gets them out to the 25-yard line. They can really be aggressive after that last play at 2nd and 3. Looking downfield, it's Beck. Fires to the wideout. Nice defensive play to get a hand in there and knock it away.
Well, you know what they say, tips lead to picks. And the offense, they're lucky that one wasn't intercepted.
They'll try to move the chains on 3rd and short from the 25. They'll try to pick it up on the ground. Fights his way for a couple, but stops short of the marker. It's 4th and 1. And the offense will stay on the field. Do you think they're just going to try to make the defense jump? The Cyclones will keep this drive going.
And I like this. I like aggressiveness, especially early in ball games. Set the tone. I'm going to go for it. I'm going to play 4-down football. Nowadays, it makes a lot of sense. You see it with analytics. Go for it, even if it's in your own territory.
And the Cyclones getting set on 1st and 10. Use the play fake. Now to throw. And this is going to be caught, but they'll say it's out of bounds. An incomplete pass.
There's an example of what happens when the quarterback doesn't have a chance to set his feet. The pressure just forced him to have to work off schedule a little bit. And I think because of that, wasn't able to be as accurate as he wanted to be.
Going to throw it to the right. He's got his man. He will step out of bounds, but not before the big pickup and a first down for this offense. And here comes play number 6 of the drive. Wants to throw on 1st down. Unloads to the wideout. He's got an open man. Run out of bounds just before he could get it into the end zone, and now they're set up 1st and goal.
What a beautiful throw and catch on this play, and I love the job the receiver did tracking the ball in the air. Nice job of locating the throw and then hauling it in.
Reels it in the end zone. Touchdown, Cyclones!
Iowa State. Number 8.
Lining up to tack one more onto that lead. And the extra point makes it 14-0. So a drive there of 82 yards. And it was capped off by a 1-yard touchdown pass.
14, Kansas 0.
From inside his own 15, looking for a crevice. Nice, just enough space to cross the 25. Let's mark it at the 27-yard line. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. The Kansas offense returns to the field. Now we'll get a chance to see if they can answer that last score, trailing by 14, Jesse.
Yeah, and at this point of the game, I feel like offensively, you should go back to what's been working for you in this game. Don't be afraid to dial up plays that you've already had success with, running it and throwing it. It's okay to repeat plays down 14 at this point.
And I would also say, Palmer, kind of understanding.
Going for the screen. Oh, and he intercepts it. And he's going to take it all the way. Touchdown, Iowa State. They want to finish the season strong, and man, are they doing that here in this Week 11 performance.
And how about that play by this defense? Reading the running back, coming out of the backfield, breaking on the football, making the pick, and then walking himself into the end zone for a touchdown.
21, Kansas, 0.
And there will be no return on this one as the ball bounds into the end zone. Kansas gets the ball back, and the Jayhawk offense is ready to go to work. They've got nothing done so far, and they already find themselves in a 3-possession hole, Jesse.
Yeah, and as a head coach, you're wondering, what didn't I say? What didn't I do to get my team ready?
And the pressure gets to him. Down goes the quarterback.
And they've been waiting for something good to happen with respect to getting after the quarterback, right? They're outside of the top 100 in the country in sacks per game, but finally now you see they're generating this pass rush. 3 sacks on the game so far.
Back to throw, it's Daniels. On the run, still looking. Fires on the move. That, friends, is a busted play. Incomplete.
This offense just has to find a way to find a rhythm here. They're playing at home, and they want this crowd to stay involved and be an asset in the game, but they need to start making plays. They can't keep throwing incompletions this early.
3rd and long, and he'll try to throw for it. And the quarterback goes down at the 11-yard line.
You got to be impressed with this defense early in this game, guys. They've got a big lead because they are getting after the quarterback. They've already generated multiple sacks. They thought coming into this game they could take advantage of this offensive line, and that game plan is working to perfection.
They're throwing for it on 4th down. Going for the big play. And they can't connect, and the gamble does not work out.
There are analytics out there in college football that say maybe you can go for that at that point of the field here in the first half. It's still early. If you don't get it, you can come back later in the game, make it up, score some more points, and that mistake will be erased. The problem is right now at this juncture of the game, that was a big-time error. The fact that you didn't get that, you're now gifting your opponent points.
We've reached the 2-minute warning, and they will try to build on what has already been a dominant first-half performance. Going to work on 2nd down, and the red zone is still some ground to cover to pick up that 1st down. And the Heat will get home, and the quarterback goes down at the 17.
You want to change some of this bad luck you've had so far around? Get after the quarterback and get his butt on the ground. Nice job by the defense. This game ain't over. It's
pulls it in the end zone. Touchdown, Cyclones!
This offense is so good. Man, they can hurt you in so many different ways, and they do it so quick, so explosive. They can put small drives together, big drives together. They've really had a great year, and that's why they're a top 10 offense.
28, Kansas, 0.
From inside the 10, here he comes. Finds just enough space to cross the 25. Let's mark it at the 27-yard line. The Kansas offense returns to the field. These guys have taken some body blows in the first half, but now a chance to do something to feel a little better going into halftime.
Reese, they got to respond now. They got to put points on the board right here, cut into this deficit, create a little bit of momentum, because this one's going to get out of hand otherwise.
Yeah, there are a lot of offenses out there that might just say, okay, let's just regroup and figure it out. This offense doesn't have time to do that. They've got to be aggressive. They've got to throw it downfield. They've got to score points.
He's looking on the right side. And they can't hook up. Going for the big play on 2nd down. Now it's 3rd down.
Nice job by the defense there, taking all throws away from the quarterback. He had nowhere to put that football in the field to play, so that ball obviously had to go out of bounds.
Got a man. It's Neal. And boy, is he close to that first down, maybe just a couple of inches short. They were really hopeful he could make a guy or two miss and pick up the first down, but he comes up a little short.
Yeah, and it's great defense. It's defense understanding where the sticks are, not missing tackles, getting the guy on the ground quickly. Really nice job by the defense understanding the situation.
They're trying to get to him. Gets drilled as he throws. The big pressure on fourth down, and they'll get it back.
Man, first half being that aggressive on your side of the field, that's a different world. Like, you live in the analytics world, and I know people say go for it more often. I don't see the point in going for it on that one early in the game in that situation.
They'll crank up this drive with the pass. Going to try to pop one on the screen. They make the stop, but a good pickup there on first down. The offense will have to use its first timeout of the half.
Well, a nice gainer on that running back screen. Now, how about the offensive line getting downfield and getting blocks to really help out the back, find some space to go to work?
And that's going to be incomplete, going for broke on second down, but third down's coming up.
Well, the offense is in that fringe area. This is a place where a lot of coordinators like to take shots. They tried one there, just weren't able to come up with it.
Running out of time here in the first half, they're going to have to be efficient to put some points on the board before the break. Grabbed in the middle, it's Jackson. We've got a timeout in the waning seconds of the half, maybe a chance to get off a couple more plays. They'll have just enough time to get one more snap before the half. Looking to move it through the air. Got it! And he will score! Touchdown, Iowa State! I mean, the way this team has dominated this game, impressive to say the least.
And it's cool now because you're kicking the credit in so bad, you start to put the backups in, and all them get to get juice and get some playing time, get some feel good. And the other side, well, they're just taking it right to the face.
From inside the 15, here's the return. They'll knock him down, and that'll take us to halftime. We played 2 quarters here. Time to go to Kevin Connors in our halftime update. The Jayhawks will try to kick this one deep to get things underway in the second half. And that is not the optimal solution there. The kickoff out of bounds, and the offense will have a little bit easier time of things. Offense set on first down. Wide receiver shows motion. Looking for room. It's Hansen. He's brought down, but not before they pick up the big first down.
This is going to be a big key for him, David, with the lead here in the second half, running the football, right? Staying on the field and bleeding the clock.
Yeah, run the football. You're ahead. You can be a little bit more conservative. But again, this opens up the pass. This keeps everything in balance for this offense.
You know, it's so important for offenses to want to keep third downs managed. But the way you do that is by having success like that, running the football on first down.
Trying to turn the corner on the right. Fighting off the defender. And he's tripped up, but not before picking up the first down.
The old toss, right? Toss it to him on the perimeter. Get on the edge quickly. The receiver's better block on the outside. Go get me some positive yards. Get a fast guy in space. Nice play call.
Oh, it's out. That football must be riveted to your rib cage. How can you let it go? At least they fell on it. I don't know if it was luck or aggression or just a fortuitous bounce, but at least they've got the ball back.
But one thing I do know, Reese, this running back has got to do a better job with ball security. You cannot turn the football over and expect to win this game. They're very lucky they were.
Touchdown, Cyclones! And the beatdown has ensued. They'll try to add another to their lead. And with that extra point, the lead remains in the gargantuan category. A very efficient 5-play scoring drive. And they finish things off with a scoring toss from the 33. Lining up to cover the kick after that touchdown drive. He'll bring it out. It's Arnold. He was looking for some running room, but not much to be found as he stopped at the 18. Kansas gets the ball back, and the Jayhawk offense is ready to go to work. That fourth down gamble didn't pay off on the last drive, and it led to giving up a scoring drive, David.
Yeah, and everybody wants to go for it on fourth down. Everybody wants that, but your defense sometimes has to bail out your decision-making. You decided to go for it, we didn't get it. The defense, Jesse, didn't come up big and prove me right.
Yeah, not complimentary football, no doubt. But look, this offense has been in these situations before, so you got to come back out here, take the field. It's a fresh set of downs, brand new drive. Let's go out and execute, put some points on the board.
Receivers telling the quarterback what they see. Dropping back, it's Daniels. Throws to the wideout. Got his man downfield. Running toward the tape. Touchdown, Rock Chalk. What a catch and run for 6. He'll try to tack on one more. Splits those uprights right in half. Aggressive play calling on that drive. Just 2 plays, they get the long touchdown pass to pay it off.
42, Kansas 7.
Takes it inside his own 20. Chance for great field position here. And good work by the coverage team to get the return man down on the ground. Iowa State sending the offense back out. This offense has really been clicking in the game so far, Jesse.
No doubt. Everything their play caller is dialing up, these guys offensively have been able to go out and execute.
Yeah, and it's just maintaining the lead. Keep doing what you've been doing. You got a big lead. Let's just keep piling it on until they find an answer.
After picking up a couple at 2nd and 8. Give to the back. They get him stopped at the 32. That's a gain of 4.
I think they called that knowing they weren't going to hit a home run. So why would you call it that? Well, you call it so third down becomes an easier down. It's not third and long where I have to pass the football. Now all options on the table.
Shotgun snap on 3rd down. And the incomplete pass will bring up 4th down.
Yeah, I like the aggressiveness on 3rd and short, trying to throw the football, take advantage of a look that they got. They weren't successful, and now it's 4th and short territory. Who knows what they're going to do?
The Cyclones will punt this one away. Finally sending out a punter in this one. Got to make sure they earn their letter. Oh, the sweet juke gets him free. Slips through the line. And there he goes. He'll take it to the house. Touchdown, Rock Chalk Jayhawk.
Well, they needed a momentum-shifting play. Playing at home, they're able to get the punt return and take it the distance. Pollock, he made one guy miss, and it was off to the races.
Great job. Secure the catch, make the guy miss, get towards that sideline, and just use your speed and get to the end zone. What a great game-changing play, and this place is going bananas.
You know, the field's about 53 yards wide. Got to kick it between those 53 yards, or else the drive will start on the 40. Looking for a productive play on 1st down. Jet sweep to the receiver. And a pickup of 8 opens a world of opportunities on 2nd and 2. Win with the running game on 1st down, now back at it. Motion from the offense. Back to pass, it's Beck. Fires to the wideout. Tosses it incomplete. Third and short from the 49. Is this 4-down territory? They'll try to run for it. At the 35, he's loose. Open runway ahead. Touchdown, Iowa State. And the punishment has been extended.
I love the execution on that play. Great blocking up front just to get the ball carrier an opportunity in the second level of the defense. And then at that point, it was make a guy miss and use the speed. That was a perfectly executed play.
Kansas 14.
No chance to return that one. A booming kickoff out of the back of the end zone. It's a touchback. The Kansas offense returns to the field. The last time they had it, they took it down the field for a touchdown. They can build some confidence that they could go back-to-back scoring drives here.
Yeah, and remember.
And that is interception number 3 on the day. Touchdown, Cyclones! The defense puts 6 on the board with a big-time interception return. The DB saw it. He thought, don't drop it, then thought, don't get caught, and he didn't. The pick 6.
Hey, these guys can play offense, too. Now, look at this. I showed you I can be a wide receiver. Coach might split them out at wide receiver next week after making that big play. But defense, great job making the interception. And you're right, doing something with it. Don't just slide down. Don't be content. Take that thing all the way back.
And let's see what kind of ball plays this offense has ready. They're going to open this drive with a pass. And this veteran quarterback just overshot his man that time.
Quarterback trying to attack the middle of the field. I like the aggressive nature, but his receivers aren't 9 feet tall. No one's going to catch that. No one can climb the ladder. You got to bring it down a little bit.
Back to throw, it's Daniels. Trying to get to it. And the defense is all over the quarterback, and down he goes.
Man, it's been a long day for this offense. If you can't protect your quarterback, it's hard to be successful. That's the 5th sack they have given up. The offensive coordinator has no answers, and this defense.
And the diving catch down the right side.
Well, it was an amazing effort to make that catch on 3rd down. Unfortunately, not picking up the first. I think if it had been a little bit more of an accurate throw, maybe he would have been able to do something with it, maybe make a guy miss and get upfield. Give him credit, though. It's a great catch, and now it gives the head coach an opportunity to make a big-time decision here on 4th.
Desperately wanted to keep the ball, but they did not.
You know, offensively in that situation, 4th down, you're throwing for it. Everything has to go right, or someone just needs to be able to make a play to keep the drive alive. They couldn't get it done, and now the offense is coming off the field.
And a really nice run and pick up there before the defense avoided disaster and stopped the really big play. Here comes the offense on 1st down.
That's the end of the 3rd quarter of play. With the score, Iowa State 56, Kansas 14.
To the ground, he's got it again. They pull him down at the 17 after a pickup of 3.
17-yard line.
After the 3-yard pickup, they come to the line, 2nd and 7. Out of the gun, the running back has it. Relying on that running game as they threaten a pickup of 4 down to the 13.
And, you know, when we talk about great 3rd down defenses, it really starts with them getting stops on 1st and 2nd down. You've got to get those stops early in the drives to set up 3rd and long, so that's a missed opportunity on that 2nd down by this defense.
And that's a nice 3rd down conversion for this offense. And I tell you what, the struggle for this offense has been stringing those 1st downs together. They're not in the top 50 in college football in 1st downs. They'll get one and then they kind of stall. Let's see if they can put multiple 1st downs together. Get one of those long drives going.
Dragged down at the 6 after a pickup of 2. Defense trying to come up with a stop on 2nd and goal. They'll keep it on the ground, right up the gut, looking for 6. Touchdown, Iowa State! And the pummeling has started. That'll give them a little more breathing room as they try to push this winning streak to 5.
Points, points, and more points. This offense has had their way. They just keep their foot on the gas, keep putting up points, keep putting up touchdowns. And you know what? This is one of those stats days. You look back and you're like, that guy had 12 touchdowns on the year. Well, 4 or 5 of them might have been in this game.
Nice, just enough space to cross the 25. Let's mark it at the 27-yard line. Kansas gets the ball back, and the Jayhawk offense is ready to go to work. They were really aggressive going for it in their own end last time and put them in a tough spot, David.
Yeah, aggressive, reckless.
He's going up top. Another interception. That's his 4th of the day. Going the other way, and he's got room. And they capitalize.